Adding and editing images or other media on your website is a relatively straightforward process. Agency platform websites have a media library to help keep all of your images or other media organized and be able to edit them and use them throughout your website. To get started, you first need to log into your website. And once you're logged in, hover your cursor over the paper icon on the top left of the toolbar, and then scroll down under the content menu to the media icon. From there, you can either click the overview page to get a listing of all media on your site. You can select add media and choose from any of the different media types that are pre-configured on your website, or you can click the media library for a different view. Let's start with the overview page. On the media overview page, this will look very similar to the content page. You'll have a filter option at the top where you can select and find a specific image or type of media that you're looking for. You can choose whether it's published or unpublished, select filter, and of course, you can also do a search to find a specific image if you know the name of the image. On this page, it will give you a preview of the image or the media type, the name of the media, what type of media it is, who first uploaded it, whether it's published or not, when it was last changed, and of course your edit button if you'd like to make changes to it. Let's start with making changes on an existing image. With this particular one, we're going to select the edit button, and that will bring us to the media edit page. Depending on the type of media you're editing, whether it's an image, a leadership image, a PDF file, or even a Twitter link, you'll have different options and fields available. In this case, we're looking at an image type. Here, we've already have the image loaded, and we've applied an appropriate alternative text. Now, if your images don't have an alternative text applied to them, this is a required field for accessibility purposes, and you need to add a descriptive text that describes what that image is and why it's important in the place where it's being used. For images, you will also be able to set 4 different cropping styles for every image that you upload. Depending on where on your site this image ends up being used, a different cropping style will be applied. Before any image can be edited or saved, you must apply the cropping images. To do that, you can drag the blue square in the middle up or down. You can resize it to make the image proportionally smaller or bigger. Change that cropping style to what looks best in as many different options as possible. Once you have made your changes, you can also, if you make a mistake, click the Reset Crop button, and it will put it back. Now, you'll notice on this one, it just says card teaser crop required, where the others say cropping applied. If you've reset your crop or have not set it yet, you'll first need to either click on it like I did just there, and you'll now see it says cropping applied. Or if you tried to save it without cropping being applied, it will tell you that it's required and there'll be an error message. If you don't like the cropping style, make the changes. If you like the style it is, then go ahead and just click the cropping applied button. Each of these different styles will look slightly different and have different proportions depending on how they're used. In some cases, you're likely never going to use that image in all 4 of those different styles, but you do still need to apply one of the styles there that looks best for you, how you think it should be used in case someone uses the image in those locations. And that's the important thing about the media module. When I upload an image, someone else in the future can use that image and reuse that image in different places on the website. You'll also want to give it a name, and if you want to replace the image, you can upload a new file and replace the existing image. Once you've set the values the way you want, go ahead and click Save, and you'll be brought back to the media overview page with the appropriate messages. The other view that's available for media is the media library view. And again, this is very similar to the overview, except in this case, you're looking at the grid view as opposed to the table view. You still have the same ability to filter down to different media types, such as PDF documents. You can also choose what language it was published if you're on a multi-language site. And again, here you have the pencil icon if you'd like to edit them. Finally, if you're adding a new media item, you'll also go to the content menu, select menu, then choose Add Media, and select what type of media you're wanting to upload. You'll notice there are a few that are very similar. We have an image type, but we also have an event image, announcement image, and leadership image. Depending on the type of image you're wanting to upload and how you plan to use it on your site, you may want to choose leadership image, announcement image, or event image instead of the regular image. Each of these are configured slightly differently in how they're used on your site and the way they're displayed. But on all cases, you'll still have the same values to fill out when you first upload the image. You'll give the image a name. We will add the file. In this case, I'll use a test file. We'll choose whether or not that image is published. We will add an appropriate alternative text. And then we need to set our cropping image styles. If I choose to save this without setting those files, I'll get an error message letting me know that I need to apply the crops for all 4 of the different basic styles. On this particular type for event images, there's only 3 crops available. But it's the same process. I can click inside the square for each cropping type, and you'll see it goes from saying required to cropping applied underneath. And once I've set those crops and I like how each of these look, and all of them say cropping applied, I can click the save button again at the top, and that image has now been uploaded to the media library, and it can now be used in any content throughout the site. So as my final example, I'm going to add a test basic page here and show you how the image that I just uploaded can now be used by other pieces of content. Now, by default, when I'm creating a basic page, the basic HTML format does not have the media item present. But if I change it to restricted HTML, I can get my add image button, and I can go over here and on this site be able to do the same process I was doing through the add image button. So this is another way of going about doing it. I can also switch to the full HTML version to access the media library. When I click the Insert Media Library button, you'll see I have multiple different media styles. Now, not all media styles are available because this is a basic page. It's not giving me the option to add an event media type or a leadership image type. But I can get to my image style. I can find the image that I would like to use, select that, and click Insert. And because this already has alternate text added to it, I don't have to go and edit or add separate alternate text. It's pre-populated already in there. And once I'm finished and everything looks good, I can click save and the content will be published. Hope this was helpful on how to add and edit media. Thank you.